we all know there are 8 branches of external carotid artery. It is the first branch. It is the first branch of the external carotid artery. It is the first branch of the external carotid artery that supplies to the thyroid gland, and this is your superior thyroid artery. So the superior thyroid artery is the first branch. It is the first branch of the external carotid artery. Then you have from the subclavian artery, you see there is a thyrocervical trunk that is going to develop, right? So from here, you see there is this thyrocervical trunk which is going to develop. Now from this thyrocervical trunk, you have the inferior thyroid artery. So from the thyrocervical trunk, you see the inferior thyroid artery is going to originate, and it is now going to supply to that of the thyroid gland. So the inferior thyroid artery is a branch of, right? So if they ask you the question that inferior thyroid artery is a branch of, it is a branch of the thyrocervical trunk, which itself is a branch of subclavian artery, which is going to supply to the thyroid gland. So for the sake of understanding, I'm just going to quickly label it. This is what we call it as the thyrocervical trunk. This is what we call it as the thyrocervical trunk. Now from the thyrocervical trunk, you see this is the vessel that is originated. This happens to be the inferior thyroid artery. So this is your inferior. This happens to be the inferior thyroid artery. Now you have the superior thyroid artery, which is from here. The superior thyroid artery. The superior thyroid artery is a branch of external carotid artery. It's a branch of external carotid artery. Now, interesting thing about this is you will notice that there's a paired gland on the posterior surface of the thyroid gland. These are your parathyroid glands. The blood supply to the parathyroid gland is derived from the inferior thyroid artery. I'm not saying always, but you'll find 80% of the times or 80% of the supply comes from the inferior thyroid artery, right?